I'm very excited to talk about this show. Tell me a little bit about it and why you wanted to make it.
So true story is Randall and I sitting down with real people, everyday average folks. We hear incredible stories, true stories from their lives,
Mhm.
and we've never heard the stories before, which is
Mhm.
part of the fun. And we interview them, get all the juicy details, and then
We reach out to our celebrity friends and have them play these characters in these stories, and we basically create these reenactments, a biopic, if you will, of
Mhm.
of these incredible storytellers' tales.
What made you want to do this sort of thing?
I think this is a really fresh and unusual format for a show. It's kind of a hybrid, unscripted, scripted. I'm used to playing characters and acting, off of a script. This was a chance to just be myself and hang out with Randall,
Mhm.
and connect with people, and hear people's lives, and just
Mhm.
like it just seemed like such a fun and organic premise.
Yeah, I love the fact that these are kind of your everyday folks, not we're not talking to other celebrities or famous people. We're talking to just, your everyday people, and they happen to have these stories that deserve to be told to as large an audience as possible, because these stories are incredible. They're coming from such a vulnerable place, just sharing these stories, and to be able to elevate them and put them on television, and to reenact them with an incredible cast of people. I mean, it's just such a great gift to give to these storytellers, but also for us to receive in being able to just hear these stories. I don't know, it's just such a wonderful project to be a part of.
Do you have a favorite story or one that stands out in your mind?
They're all so
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
and they're all kind of magical and crazy in their own ways. I
yeah.
think they're all surprising, and they're all very funny, but some of them are also really poignant,
Mhm.
and I think those are the ones that really kind of like tug at your heartstrings a little more.
Yeah.
Some of them are just like insanely entertaining,
Mhm.
and then others are quite moving, and it's just such a really the I don't know. I can't pick one.
Yeah, it's really tough because they are all so different, and the storytellers themselves are all just so different.
I
And
love this guy Rick
yeah.
from Pittsburgh tells this insane story about him and his buddies going to a Super Bowl, and it's just like you cannot. It's so mind-blowingly insane that you're like, this can't be real.
Mhm.
But then we're like, then you also are seeing the guy telling the story, and you're like, if anybody could do this, it's him.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
100% real.
Yeah.
And for me, it's so outside of like my experience, but it's like an aspirational story because I
Yeah.
kind of wish I were as crazy as him. Like
Yeah.
it just seems he just is such a free spirit, and I think every story has that thing that allows anyone to connect to. It's
Mhm.
just people being vulnerable about themselves.
And now for the recreations, you have your celebrity friends going in and sort of bringing the stories to life. How did you pick who was doing which story?
Well, a lot of it was casting according to the storytellers and the descriptions of the people that are in these stories, and trying just to find the right personalities and the right look for to play these characters. Yeah, I'd say a lot of it is that really kind of honoring these stories by casting appropriately,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which of your past co stars do you know, if they were on the other side of the show, would just have the best stories to tell?
Oh boy. I gotta tell you, Creed Bratton from The Office. That guy has stories for days. He used to be in a very popular rock band, um, in like the 60s and 70s, and he's just had the most colorful life, and he's such a warm spirit. It's just he's so fun to hang out with. What about you?
Gosh, I mean, so many. There's a character actor named Ray Wise. You know Ray Wise?
I can't.
He's been in a ton of stuff. I mean, if you see him, you'll know him.
Yeah.
He joined the cast of Fresh Off the Boat, kind of in a few seasons in, and this guy is he's just one of those actors who have been around for a long time and has just collected so many stories, has worked with so many people. It was always fun sitting with him and hearing his stories.
What about you guys? Do you have any stories that you think would be worth telling?
Not like the ones on this show. At least I don't. I mean, the ones on this show are so, again, just so unbelievable. I definitely have stories, but I don't think any of mine would make the cut.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I've led a mercifully boring life, I would say.
Would you say the show has sort of an overarching message or something that you want or think that viewers will take away from it?
I think that the sort of there are a couple of kind of themes that undergird the whole thing. One is, let's all laugh at ourselves a little bit more. You know, that's something that all of these storytellers are really opening up to us in a way, and trusting us and allowing us all to kind of laugh together about these crazy moments in their lives, real moments in their lives. And then the other thing I think that's kind of going on in this show in every episode is just real human connection. You know?
Yeah, I think it goes back to that vulnerability and that openness, you know, and some of these people telling these stories, you know, you wouldn't expect to hear such a crazy story out of them. They might be more unassuming. They might be, you know, the kind of person you know that a lot of folks may overlook, you know, in the office, just kind of walk by them, and then, but to be able to sit with them and to hear something so personal, you know, it and to give them this treatment that they deserve. I mean, I think that in that way, it's very special. In a way, we're saying that we all deserve to be heard, you know, and we all have something to say.
And it's a reminder that you just never know what somebody's carrying around with themselves. Like you never, like somebody you're sitting next to on the bus, like you just never know what insane thing that they've probably experienced in their lives.
Yeah.